AR-15's been out. Obviously, AD's been out. This Lakers team they're a little bit banged up, and they're still. Um, did you know that the Memphis Grizzlies were on a double-digit game win streak before Friday night?
I didn't. Oh, I actually didn't know that, but I didn't know it had gone to double digits. I knew it was at like 8 or 9 last I checked. But let's touch real quick about the Portland Trailblazers. Dame says he wants to win. Dude, it's been weird to start the season. This Portland season was going fantastic. They were in the middle of the playoff hunt. They truly seemed like a team that could potentially, like, they were playing well without Damian Lillard, and we were just like, holy shit, once Damian Lillard comes back, this team was gonna, go to the fucking moon. And that's how it's been. That sound I made, that's how it's been since fucking Damian Lillard came back. It's just like, whoa. It's weird, because I swear to God, this team had a better record without Damian Lillard.
They've pretty much it's been a more slow downhill, but
it's gradual
because they sucked since November.
Yeah, and they came out where I thought at one point they were above 5, like they were a top 6 team in the West at one point in the beginning of the season.
Yeah,
without Lillard, we were the whole time saying like, once Lillard comes back, this team's gonna go off.
Yeah, we were like, this is definitely a 50-win team now. Like,
yeah,
we knew it. They were 10-4. They started the season 4-0.
Yeah, and they were 10-4 with what, like 8 or 10 games without Lillard, where it was just Grant, Simons, Nurkic, Hart. That's when Shaedon Sharpe was going off, and I don't know what happened here, but since Damian Lillard, like you said, since November, this team has been gradually regressing, becoming worse at defense, becoming worse at offense. And it was weird because at the beginning of the season, it looked like it was working. Yes, I know injuries have played a part here, but
yeah,
I don't know. And if you're watching right now, hit that like and subscribe buttons. Be a friend and tell a friend if you guys did enjoy. And if you don't enjoy, forget it ever happened. Go.
It's really tricky. I love Rip City, but
I love Rip City.
Something needs to happen, man. Even some of my OG favorites like Josh Hart, like I need more. I just need more Josh. So it's tough. I don't think trading Anthony Simons is the answer at all. I mean, he's a dog. He's a beast. He's a stud. Could it be Jusuf Nurkic? It could be, because as what's Armando said, Nurkic is getting outplayed by everyone. I don't care if he's shooting threes, trade him. It's cool to see, like, especially towards the beginning of the games, Nurkic knocking down threes. It's like, whoa, cool. Like that's fun. That's new. That's exciting. But he's one of your more leverageable trade pieces. But he's also, on the contrary, he's kind of like, as far as money goes, he's kind of like that works for a lot of teams. Jusuf Nurkic works for a lot of teams,
and he's a walking double.
Yeah, but it's also like, all right, there's clear upgrades out there.
He's shooting 38% from 3 this season on 2 attempts a night.
Jusuf Nurkic.
Yeah, 2 attempts a night, 38%, almost 2.5 attempts a night, 38% from 3, career high. Like, he's hitting the most threes of his career.
I don't know if trading him is the right move, because I think he's such a budgetable.
There's very few big mans who make how much money Jusuf Nurkic makes, and I think Jusuf Nurkic makes what, like 15, 14 million. He makes under $20 million a year, okay? Which is like, for what he does, he comes out. Listen to this. He shoots 10 field goals a night at 52%. 2 of those field goals are 3-point attempts, which he's hitting at 38%. Gets to the free throw line 4 times a night, grabs 10 rebounds, dishes the ball about 3 times, and has 3 assists a night, averages a block and a steal a night, and has 3 to 4 fouls a night while giving you 14 points. And he's shown that he can be a guy who averages 18 a night. And I think really this team, their big thing is, I know the injuries have hit them kind of hard. Justice Winslow's out. And I know they just got back, I think, Naz Little, but Naz Little's working their way. This is a team that, if you look at it, they kind of stagger minutes. Anthony Simons, Damian Lillard, Jeremy Grant, Josh Hart, Joseph Nurkic, and Justin Winslow all play. And that right there, that's just what I just read off to you guys were 6 players that all play 26 minutes or more. And then it just drops from those 6 guys to your 7th guy in your rotation, Shaedon Sharpe, who's only playing 19. Then your 8th guy is only playing 18 minutes. And then, yes, Gary Payne's been back, but he's only playing 16 minutes a night. So I really think, yes, Gary Payne's been awesome and like in the games that they've won because of him since he's been back. But at the same time, I think this is the bench. Like I like Shaedon Sharpe. I like Justice Winslow. I like Gary Payne. I like Drew Eubanks.
Yeah.
But do you see what the problem right there is with that bench?
No scoring.
No scoring. Yeah. Like you got Justice Winslow, 7 points. Shaedon Sharpe, 7 points. Drew Eubanks, 6 points. Gary Payne II, less than 4 points.
Yeah.
There's no scoring on that bench.
Yeah, I know they'll stagger with Anthony, but I think this is a team that needs to make a splash. They're 21 and 25.
Also, what happened to Josh Hart? What happened to Josh Hart?
That's what I said right when you dipped out. Like I love Josh Hart, but I need way more. Like I need way more from you.
We saw it last year, and even in the beginning of the year, Josh Hart last year for the Portland in those I know it was 13 games, but he was averaging 19.5. For the Pelicans the same season in the 40 games that he played for them, he averaged 13.5. How are you averaging? Like 9.5.
Let's need more. So this is a team that needs to make big time splash. I don't care if it's John Collins. I don't care if it's Kyle Kuzma. I don't care if it's Miles Turner, OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam. I don't care who it is. Mo Bamba, Nerlens Noel, Sadiq Bey. That's my idea. I think this team is going to do something because the clock is ticking. And
who do you even offer for Sadiq Bey? Like Naz Little?
Yeah, it's gonna have to be some nice draft compensation regardless who they trade for. But yeah, I think you're gonna have to give up an unideal piece, and I don't think Nazir Little qualifies necessarily as an unideal piece when you look at the consequences of not making a trade like this. So
it's just like Naz Little's. Do you trust that Sadiq Bey can replace Naz Little's defense? Like obviously you
I do enough. I'm so worried about. You bring up a good point, though, because I guess statistically, offensively, they're way better than they are on defense. So you bring up a good point, but like you get Nerlens in that. So
I know, but like, whose money are you sending then? Because you don't have.
It's really. I think any trade for this team, as far as getting a starting caliber player, is gonna be really tough. They're gonna have to give up somebody you don't want to give up.
That's what I'm saying. Like the only contracts that are worth trading are Simons, Lillard, Grant, Hart, and Nurkic. Your bench you can't trade. Like no one on your bench you could trade because like this is another team that could benefit from bringing in a Jay Crowder, Will Barton, or a Rudy Gay to their bench.
You know, you could get away with like Keon Johnson as a chip. So you could possibly get away with like a Josh Hart and Keon Johnson.
But you're losing too much at that point. I feel like you're losing too much.
You're gonna have to lose. I think you're gonna have to lose him.
Yeah.
Maybe if they would do little Keon in a pick. I don't know if you guys would, or I don't know if you would be more interested in that. I would be way more interested in that. I don't want to give up Josh Hart. It is, as statistically, it's not even that desperate of a decline. I just more need him to do a little bit. But it's like I'm at that point for Portland where I'm so desperate. I will take Mo Bamba. I will take him.
Mo Bamba would be nice for this team. I think Mo Bamba's a lot of teams, but I think Orlando's playing Mo Bamba more now too. Let's pivot over here.
You got to watch out for teams using them as like guys like Gary Harris, though. Like, all right, yeah, you haven't played for us all year. You're out of our rotation. Let's throw you back in so you can build that trade value back up.
Did you know